I'm trying to work. Well, I ate the food about 10 minutes ago, and guess where I am? Oh my God. Good morning. I have good news and bad news. I'll start with the good news. The good news is I took the entire day off yesterday and I relaxed by just laying on the couch and basically doing absolutely nothing. The bad news is I didn't do it by choice. I did it because I had food poisoning. I don't know if it was the spaghetti and the meat sauce that I filmed the other day, but I was incredibly weak when I woke up. I was very sore. I felt like I got hit by a bus. I had a massive headache. And I was on the toilet exploding like a volcano. I'm telling you, wow. I woke up cold, I woke up hot, I woke up cold, I woke up hot. Nightmares, everything. Woke up this morning on the toilet again, exploded like a friggin' water gun. And then boom, 5 minutes later, I felt fantastic, which is right now. I feel great now, and I'm off to explore. Addis Ababa Stadium. Starting on this corner is Meskel Square across the street there, and it runs quite a long ways. I went here the other night and they wouldn't allow me in with the camera. One thing you'll see all over the city is that during the day there's very few people out and about, at least walking, and all of the fountains are off. 6:30 p.m. the sun drops, everyone comes out, the fountains kick on. 9 p.m. it's a ghost town, so there's a 2-3 hour window where everyone is out and the fountains are dancing. Many parts of the city are preparing for the festival that's coming up this weekend, which I will explain either later in this video or possibly the next video, because it is the biggest festival of the year in Ethiopia. So I am heading in that direction there, the United Nations of Africa building, but I'm not even going to attempt to record while I'm over there, so you can take a look while I'm on this side. I must be honest, walking around this city, I don't know what's new being built or what's old falling apart. There's a lot of things that you cannot tell what's what. So I'll give you some friendly advice. If you come here and you decide to take pictures with a DSLR camera or video, anything that looks like a special building in any way, I guess even if it's a conference hall, doesn't matter what it is, if it looks somewhat pretty, don't use your DSLR. The security run at you and they tackle you. No camera, no camera, no camera, but you can pull out your cell phone and do whatever you want. The camera's 10 years old. Many of these countries, they freak out when they see a DSLR camera. They must assume you're press or something, I don't know. All right, I just spoke to 10 guys with giant machine guns and tanks near the National Palace, and one guy spoke enough English to say you can go to this fence, look through, and you can see a bit of the National Palace. There it is. So I'll show you the main gate to the palace. So that's as close as I could get. They wouldn't let me any closer. There's your National Palace for you. This building here is the Museum of Art and Science, which I think is also not open yet. A lot of construction guys coming in and out with this uniform on, so I think they're still building. The amount of money that this city is pumping into renovations, expansions is unbelievable. Friendship Park and Unity Park are two huge parks I'll have to explore a little bit later on. So I don't know if you heard, but while I was filming the entrance to the park, security was screaming and yelling at me because I was filming it. Oh my God. What's really funny is they put the I Love Ethiopia sign directly in front of the Unity Park. So if you take photos of this sign and you get the Unity Park thing behind, you're fine. but just the Unity Park sign, I guess they yell at you. I am not exaggerating. Every single street is under renovations. Every side street, every sidewalk, every main street. Wow. This country all of a sudden got a lot of money to do everything at the same time. Even in the middle of all this construction, people are still sleeping. So I have to say something, and if it pisses people off, I don't really care. But what's funny is when governments get any type of money, do they put it towards the people? Never. Everywhere I've gone in the world, they expand their parks, they expand their bridges, they expand their empires, and they build churches and cathedrals and temples and shrines and mosques. As you can see behind me, I'm in a monastery. They're doing renovations of the church, of course. Every church is under renovation. So like there are millions of people starving and dying on the streets, but the government pumps money into parks and water fountains and tall blinky LED buildings. Makes me sick. So all the people in this area are incredibly poor. They're wearing rags. Some of them with no shoes, but I just walked by a priest who had on golden glasses. It said Ray-Ban on the side of them, and a big pile of friggin' golden necklace shit all over him. I'm telling you, religion makes me quite angry sometimes. Do you see all these people gathered? I'll explain in a minute why they're gathered outside this gate. Okay, so that group of people were waiting outside the cathedral, and I asked a couple of people, does anyone speak English, blah, blah. Finally, one young guy says, yes, I do. I said, what is this gathering of people? Why are they here? They're lining up to buy a ticket to go into the cathedral. I said, well, why can't they get in? It's full. And they said, what do you mean buy a ticket? So apparently this church, you have to pay a ticket. Even the local people have to pay to go in, and it's absolutely full. So there's a guy standing outside with a stick, and he's banging the stick on the ground and banging the stick on the fence, yelling. And what the kid told me is that they're telling them that it's full, you cannot come in, go away, blah, 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 blah. So it's amazing how much money religion makes around the world, to the point that the church is full, even though they all paid tickets, and they're saying, go away, go away. Like, okay, if the church is full, that's fine. You've made your money. You don't have to yell at these people and bang a stick on the ground to get rid of them. They can just stand outside. Wow, and by the way, the largest festival of the year here in Ethiopia, it's a religious festival. Oh, of course it is. Religion, the #1 franchise in the world that can afford to have festivals. Well, I've been walking and walking and walking up north, and I've come across a brand new metro station. Well, I will not be going in here because I love animals too much, but this is the Lion Zoo. Well, I was just walking down the street and I walked by a giant mall. I thought, you know what, I'll go inside, use the bathroom, freshen up. They have a food court and they had some yummy fried rice with eggs. So I thought, okay, that might be okay for my upset stomach, a little bit of rice and egg. But I forgot to mention, no spice, please. Oh my God, my balls are sweating. Well, I ate the food about 10 minutes ago, and guess where I am? So because I had a long walk back to the train station, I decided to take a city bus tonight just to try it out. To give you an idea of the currency exchange, it's $1 US, 0.0079 EB or Ethiopian birr. It was only 10 EB for the bus, which came to, in US, 8 cents. The taxis, I guess, totally vary, depending obviously on where you go, but they said a lot of them will scam you when they see that you're a white guy, so better to take public transportation. It's pretty much set costs. Good afternoon, another day, another adventure. I want to start today off by saying I know what call to prayer is that goes off every day, but this guy, I don't know if this is a sermon or a lecture or if he's screaming and yelling at somebody, but this guy has been going crazy for about 40 minutes. Alright, a little more drama for you. Apparently to get into the park, it's way up here on the hill, Unity Park. You have to come down the hill and enter this building that you can see over here. There's a tiny little sign in the parking lot that says Unity Park entrance. Because you have to go under a tunnel all through the street apparently, even though they have a main gate right there wide open where everybody is coming out of. I don't know. By the time I figured all that out and I got inside and realized it's actually 85% more for a foreigner than it is a local to go in, I decided, you know what, okay, I'll probably do it anyways. But they closed at 5, now it's 3:30. It's a huge park, not enough time to see it. I'm gonna skip it, head over to Friendship Park / Square. Hopefully it's open later. Even though it's not dark till 6:30, a lot of these parks close up at 5, so you gotta be super quick. Alright, this gives you an aerial view of Friendship Park down below. There's a main square right there and some gardens. I'm going to explore it during the day, however it's empty right now. And then when the sun drops, I will probably explore it again because I believe there's some dancing fountains and some things going on. Alright, time for some more bloody drama. Oh my god. When it comes to having a camera, even just a small DSLR camera, everybody goes absolutely insane with you. If you take it into a park, you have to check it. It's funny, I could go into a bank with this camera, no big deal. You could walk by casinos with it, no problem. I've even stood in front of bloody government buildings and they don't say as much. But when you come into a park, they go absolutely insane. So they checked me from head to toe, they gave me the whole body search, you know. Went through my little fanny pack I'm wearing here, checked the camera battery. They're like, what is this, blah, blah, blah. Then they wanted to take my cookies, and then they wanted to open up the jacket, and the amount of security to come into a park is unbelievable. And I'm in the phase 2 actually. I'm going to show you in a second. Across the street is the main Friendship Square park, but this is phase 2, and it's actually very tiny. There's really nothing in here, a couple of flowers and things I'll show you in a second, but the guy's yelling this and camera this and check this and check that, and then they wanted to take my water. They said no water. And I'm like, it's just water. And then they said, no cookies, no water. And I said, holy shit. I said, this is the first time I had an argument with a bunch of these people. I'm telling you, when it comes to everyday people that are poor, dying on the street, they're beautiful and lovely. But when it comes to anything to do with money, whether it's government, whether it's bank, whether it's a taxi, doesn't matter. Scamming, cheating, lying, which is pretty much all poor countries around the world. But God, this is annoying. So you have to check your camera, and then they wanted to take the batteries that I have in my little fanny pack, because you can't, maybe it's a bomb, a little tiny, oh my God. So here's a little billboard. You can see the street running through. Down here is the main Friendship Park. This is phase 2 up here, which I'm going to go through. So again, Friendship Park phase 2, which I'm in right now, is pretty much just some flowers, children's park. That's about it. I think most of the big stuff is on the main park on the other side of the street. And that's Friendship Square phase 2. Welcome to Friendship Park or Square number 1. They wanted to take my camera hook this time too. Not just the camera, but the clip itself. They thought the clip was a bomb. Holy shit. So I guess China has been aiding in the design and the building of many of these parks. This billboard map here shows you the amount of expansions they're doing. Up here's the Arts and Science Center, which I showed you earlier, Unity Park. I will explore another day. This stuff I don't think has been built yet. It's not on my map. And this area down here, this is a man-made lake, which we will see soon. This is the area that we're going to walk around here. Number 1, most of that is Friendship Park. Friendship Square. Friendship Square is a place for people to relax and refresh. It is designed to reflect political unity and cultural diversity of the country. It is a gift from the Chinese people to the Ethiopian people to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Ethiopia. China and Ethiopians worked together for 325 days to turn a wasteland into a lush green parkland. Phase 1 has a ceremonial square, a Shedger lake, and an art gallery. Phase 2, Palace of Science and Technology, Children's Park, and Wedding Garden. Well, if you're visiting the city and you like a lot of flowers, a lot of green grass, this is the place to come. It's very pretty. Now apparently there's some type of ties between China and Ethiopia here. So China donated a whole bunch of money to help build this part, or built it for them. Also, their giant above train / tram system I've been using is also a Chinese company that made that. So with this park, they call it a friendship park to signify the ties / the friendship between China and Ethiopia. Oh, isn't that cute? Well, with all due respect, there's no such thing as friendship between countries. There's no way one country would donate billions of dollars to help another country unless they want something. For example, Canada and America, we had a friendship. And now Mr. Donald Trump wants to turn Canada into a 51st state of America. That's friendship. So all of my opinions set aside, I'm now on the top lookout point of the restaurant, but the restaurant's not open yet. It's going to be a wedding hall, restaurant, restrooms, everything, and none of it's open. But here is a panorama view of China and Ethiopia's Friendship Square. Welcome to the backside of the man-made pond. Obviously, it's a wedding photo shoot hotspot. So I counted 7 photo shoots going on over there. There were 4 in front over behind those trees there. There's about 3 more over there. There's 2 going on right here in front of me. And up here there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can see them hiding around the corner up there. Interesting actually how all of these ladies, every single bride getting married had a super $1 million dress on and were really, really beautiful. Every single one. Jeez, for some reason money attracts beauty. Didn't think you'd see that anywhere. Oh my God, I gotta tell you the story of what happened in here. So if you don't like a graphic story, cover your ears, but here we go. I go in this brand new, super shiny park into the toilet there to use it, to do my thing. And oh my God, the drawers are broken, the mirror is cracked, the doors wouldn't close, the lock of my stall wouldn't close. So I'm sitting there. There's a tiny little toilet. I didn't want to video anything in there, so take a look at this picture. There you go, as you can see. I put my foot and my water bottle up against it to show you. It's a baby toilet. All three of them were baby toilets. I sit down to do my thing. I exploded like a volcano again. I thought, oh my God, this is terrible. But then the guy next to me in the stall explodes like a volcano as well. And the guy over in the third stall also ripped and roared and sang a bunch of songs from his butthole. So everybody here must have diarrhea because they eat the same spicy stuff. I don't know. Then when I go to leave, the water doesn't work on two of the sinks. And the soap thing shot in the wrong direction. Oh my God, I can't even make this up. Oh, that's the best part. The best part, when I was about to leave, the attendant who takes care of the bathrooms comes in. He's got the name tag on and he's got a full suit and tie on. So it's like, you might want to put some money into fixing the bathroom and get rid of the suit and tie. Wow. So at least I'm not the only person like with this whole erupting from the asshole volcano thing that's going on. Oh my God, I've never heard so much bass come out of 3 1-inch woofers in my life. Well, not only is this a park for a lot of wedding shoots, but it's also Friday night aerobics park. Oh yeah, the real Zumba. It is definitely wedding weekend. It is wedding photo shoot night, aerobics night. Everything's going on here in Friendship Park. Sorry, the video quality is garbage again. They took my camera, so my shitty cell phone ain't doing the job. So earlier when I went to Friendship Park, I walked by this mother here with her, well, originally 5 little babies, and they were all playing on the sidewalk. And then I went to the park, explored a couple of hours, and then on my way home, I saw a trail of blood. And these little babies here were trying to pull this one off of the road. So this little sweetie got hit by a car and died, and all of the puppies were trying to revive her and wake her up. On the road, there's a big splatter mark of blood and a chunk of brain. So he got hit straight on really hard. I dragged him over. Here I put him on the grass. They're all barking at the cars as they drive by. They just killed their little brother. He's gone. Sorry, guys. Good morning. So every couple of days, the owners of this house let their two dogs out that run around the neighborhood. They normally come back within one day, but they escaped accidentally like 3 days ago and were gone. They just arrived this morning, and they're completely out. You can talk to them, you can pet them, you could even give them a kick, and they're not even going to move. They are exhausted. They had a bit of food when they came back. They're dirty. It looks like they were wet and they dried. So they went on some kind of adventure. Hey, you okay? Oh, you're alive. Well, I'm heading to Unity Park, and unfortunately the train, I guess, is broken today, so I got to figure out how to get a city bus or one of these little Marshutka minivan taxis down to Meskel Square to walk up to the park. This is going to be fun. Here we go. Hello, Meskel Square?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, that was pretty easy. There's got to be 200 people on this bus, and they keep putting more people on, more and more and more. I've got about 4 hours, so that should be okay. 1 o'clock now, closes at 5. Let's see if it's easy to get in or if I'm gonna have a hassle. Alright, I went through the 7,000 friggin' question security. They don't allow cameras, obviously, so I didn't bring my camera, but I brought my GoPro, and they took that too. So you can't use a GoPro, you can't use a camera, but you can use your mobile phone, which has a camera. A 4K camera. Oh my God. You're not going to be able to see this map. It's very poor quality, but there's a green area, kids playground, apparently a black lion zoo, plant garden, also the Emperor's Palace, so that's why they don't allow cameras. But you can use your cell phone. Throne house, what else? We got a bunch of pavilions and another zoo. So there's a bunch of stuff to go see. So in US dollars, it's $20 to get in here. It's the most expensive thing in the city, but apparently there's lots to see. This building here is the banquet hall. So the security told me the reason they don't allow cameras is because it's the presidential palace, but if you spend a whole bunch of money on a wedding shoot, I guess you can bring your giant camera. So it has nothing to do with the presidential palace, it just has to do with money. I don't know if this is a statue or a giant dildo. This is Lucy, a 3.2 million years old fossil. If you're wondering what all these little pavilions are, it's sort of an outdoor museum explaining some of the history of the country and surrounding countries, Somalia, Kenya, etc. While I don't often visit zoos, but this park includes the zoo, you're going to end up walking right past it. Well, I'll do my best to show you what's in here with my cell phone, but it won't be the best quality.
Nice. Your phone? No. No. Yeah. This here is the front side of the banquet hall. It looks open. Let's go peek in. Does this guy ever look real? Wow. Welcome to the throne house. And that was the throne house. Welcome to the prince's bedroom. Oh, la 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 la. But it's chained off, so I think he's busy in the bedroom. Welcome to the gardens. And now for the big finale in the park. I guess the most popular attraction is the black mane tiger. At this time of day, I don't know if I'm going to find this tiger. Let's see if he's taking a nap somewhere. I think I've mentioned in several other videos how much I hate zoos, animals being locked up. The only reason I'm in one right now is it was part of the Unity Park, which I actually didn't know until I entered. But seeing how I'm in here, let's see if I can find this. Oh, we got big tigers over here. Those are lions. This is the stuff I hate. It looks like this lion is just pacing back and forth trying to figure out a way to get out. I really do not like zoos. Waiting at the door, either for food or wanting to escape. Alright, let me explain this. My hosts have taken me to a fancy meat restaurant, and they're actually eating raw steak, raw fat with spicy sauce. I tried a piece. It's, well, obviously very, very chewy. It doesn't have much flavor. For my vegan and vegetarian friends, I apologize for what you're looking at, but it's an Ethiopian experience. Well, because I was saying to them I don't really like the raw stuff, they ordered these, wow, look, it's still cooking. And they ordered another one. Still cooking. Shh, I'm trying to work. Shh. I'm trying to, no. Shh. I'm working. Let me work. Shh. Welcome to Entoto Park. Here it is. There's the map. We came in right here. Gonna walk all the way around and see as much as we can. We got 2 hours to do it. Let's go.
But more interesting is the activities farmers when.
Welcome to the city view of Addis Ababa. Because of all the construction going on, it's very smoggy. You can't see anything.
Other entrance is this way. Yeah.
They even have a horse riding stable. Hello, Amul. Hi, Amul. Hi, no.
The horse field. አብረው ይስጥልኝ። ሰላም ነው። ቴንክ ዩ
አይ ለዙሩ ለማተው ብለ በዙሩ
And that was Entoto Park. For everyone back home that is complaining about their job, not making enough money at their IT job or their air-conditioned office, they're hiring here in Ethiopia if you'd like to carry some sticks.
ሺካው ቦታ ራሱ ቤንችማርክ የሚያልቀው ሰውየው ቤት እንትኑ ጋር ነች።
ነው ታዲያ ዱርያ ታደርጋችሁ መቼም
Here comes some more company.
አንድ ናቸው።
ኦኬ ስለዞሩ ነው
I figured I'd sit up front because we're approaching a little resort. You might want to see it. These guys here are fishing. Salam.